Hello and Asher, beautiful people of YouTube. Today we would be making my version of Goona Goona oil. And I'm making a big master bottle because soon some friends of mine would like to sell that on one of their stores. So I'm making a big, nice master bottle. Anyway, Goona Goona originally used to be a sexual attraction formula, something that warms people up. It was basically a seasoned Egyptian musk. Now, Egyptian musk does not contain at all musk. It contains an equal amount of patchouli and rose oil. But mine is more geared toward communication because I was thinking that probably it used to be like a romantic formula, but then it became more of a communication formula. And this is the herbs and the ingredients that I would be using in it, which is quite a lot, and I have used this potion for years. I've used this oil for years, and now I will make a version of it that is with my addendums and everything else. Well, anyway, the first ingredient would be, of course, the tonka bean. Now, tonka beans are basically from the Amazonas that is now burning, sadly. And they used to be sold in Mexico as a replacement for vanilla. But they can be very poisonous in large amounts because they contain coumarin. And coumarin is the ingredient per se that tells tells other plants where they can grow and where they cannot grow. Pine also has some of it, and also calamus root that is used in hoodoo. But tonka bean has the most of it, and that is my last tonka bean that goes into that bottle. I need to order more. So this goes in. And this is the eshu ingredient. This is the ingredient that makes it magic for me. And what's burning now is real agarwood incense. And agarwood is an incense that is supposed to give victory over situations. And also in Buddhism, it is believed to dispel ignorance. So this is something that I'm opening now to give my oil the power of communication. And I'm also adding a big, beautiful, fresh nutmeg that's supposed to bring luck to whomever uses it as soon as this enters the bottle. And now it's in, okay? And those two things will now open the gates towards communication. Next ingredient that I'll be using, I would be adding into it essential oil of patchouli. I'll only use 7 drops because I don't want it too earthy. And also I would be adding some patchouli leaf as soon as this will drop. Those things do take time. Okay. Now, I would also be adding some real patchouli leaves because I would like more things in there. Okay, and patchouli means green. And this is a herb that comes from the Philippines, and it's related to mint, so it's also lucky in a way. Now, next ingredient that I would be adding is, of course, ylang ylang. And ylang ylang is a very romantic ingredient, and it's an aphrodisiac, but it also has like this warm jasmine scent to it. And I would be adding for this bottle 20 drops. The next thing that I would be adding, that is my own invention, I'm adding a little bit of sarsaparilla root. Sarsaparilla root has its own special version of caffeine, and it smooths aches, allows to put away the past, and allows one to continue with the current situation. So I'm adding it in, and I hope that will hasten the spell and make the working of this oil instantaneous. I'll also add a big dollop of artificial ambergris. Now, ambergris is something that is used a lot in perfumes. It will not only just make it nice, it also has this sunny quality to it. It will assure the people using this oil that the bearer of this oil is not in fact evil. I'm using ambergris that comes from an Arabian manufacturer. I'll add a little bit of nutmeg oil. I have some nutmeg in there, but a little bit won't hurt. Okay, now the next ingredient that I'm using to empower everything that is in here is a big pinch of vetiver. Vetiver root is lucky, and again, it belongs to an Asian grass, and it enhances things, and also it makes the scents that you mix in there like mass. It's a fixative that makes everything you mix it to smell uniform, meaning the person that you're going to cast this spell on will not know, even if they are witches, that you're using Goona Goona against them or for them. Sometimes you have to be decisive in life and get people doing what you want in order to do stuff properly. Now I will be adding a little bit of ginger oil. And ginger is not only lucky, it's also something that, like, you know, stimulates the stomach. And once you stimulate the stomach, it makes you hungry. And when you're sitting with somebody and you feel at ease, you feel hungry, you feel like you can share a meal together. And this is what it adds to this concoction. And now I'll add the last soluble ingredient before I fill it up with some almond oil, which is a little bit of orris root. And orris root, again, it's a very romantic, addictive scent that comes from an iris root that gives a very pleasant smell. And this is used a lot in like love and seduction spells, and as you see, I'm not using a lot. I'm using basically a quarter of a teaspoon, because I don't want this to be used in a romantic way. I want it to be used in a way that will allow this oil to seduce the person with you, to listen to you and listen to your proposal idea. So this is something you can that you can wear on your body. After, you know, you can't use it just like that. I'll add some almond oil and fill the bottle up. This is something that you can actually use to ask for a raise or get that job or talking to your impossible mother. This is something that gives people pause and allows them to hear the thoughts and words of other people. This is also something that is good. Yes, it does have some romantic ingredients in there. Something that you could like wear on yourself when you are hitting on a new spouse, and could be used for romantic reasons as well. It doesn't have to be one or the other, it can be both. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. Goodbye, Nashe.